Welcome to Imagine in Color. The program will begin shortly.
Hey there, and welcome to Imagine in Color. I'm Marjuan Canady, the founder and executive director of the Canady Foundation for the Arts. The Canady Foundation for the Arts is a nonprofit based in DC that uses the power of storytelling to connect, empower, and impact youth of color. That's why we're so excited to have you here for our first annual Read Aloud series. Now, reading aloud is so important for children because it really lays the foundation for learning that they'll use for the rest of their lives. Currently, there are over 8 million children in the US who are reading under their appropriate grade level. We're trying to change that statistic through this program. So parents, if you can give 15 minutes of your day to reading aloud to your child, you'll be impacting their brain development, their linguistic ability. You'll be empowering them to develop a love of reading. Also, you'll see a stronger bond and connection between caregiver and child. Now, this Read Aloud series is extra special for me because you all will be reading my books from the Callaloo Kids collection, read by the professional actors from the CFA Repertory Company. What a treat, right? So I also want to give a shout out to our partner who helped us produce this program, an incredible literacy and arts organization that is rooted in the community, that is creating and developing programs centered around justice and wellness and arts empowerment, and that is the Canady Foundation. Thank you guys for supporting us, working with us to bring this program to the community. Now, I know you guys know who Nick Cannon is, right? The entertainer, artist, entrepreneur, but you might not know that he is also a dad, he is an author, and he has his own children's books. So definitely check out all the incredible work that Nick Cannon is doing. Thank you, Nick, for supporting us, for building this program out, and we hope to highlight your books and more authors of color with our future programming. So if you like this program and want to support more of our cultural literacy initiatives, you can make a tax-deductible donation at www.canadyfoundationarts.org. A portion of the proceeds from this program will go towards the Homeless Playtime Project, a nonprofit in DC that supports families and children who are going through homelessness. Now, at the end of the program, stay tuned because we will be giving you guys a special link that you can use to download some workbooks and cool resources to continue your reading and getting deeper into the Callaloo Kids book. So stay tuned for that. Now, I've talked enough, right? Are you guys ready to get lit? Are you guys ready to get lit? Okay, good. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story.
Callaloo, The Trickster and the Magic Quilt. Written by Marjuan Canady, illustrated by Nabeeh Bilal, read by Brandon Johnson.
On a warm spring day in Harlem, Zoe and her friend Winston enjoyed a glass of sweet tea and a bowl of Callaloo on her grandmother's stoop. More sweet tea, children? Asked Grandma. Yep, more for me, shouted Winston. Wait until you try my gullah gumbo, said Grandma. It go perfect with your auntie's Callaloo. Come on inside. Smells like rain's coming. Grandma, where did you learn to cook? Asked Zoe. Big Mama taught me when I was your age, replied Grandma. Back when we lived in the gullahs, down in the low country. The gullahs are a special place for our family, explained Grandma. Our history got roots in the land, in the food, in the Gullah Geechee language. One way our family told stories was through quilting. Grandma reached into the box, revealing the family quilt. The quilt was a magical window into the past. It was the one thing that kept their family together since the 1800s. The patterns represented their history. Big Mama and I stitched this patch with that Trickster bra rabbit, said Grandma. But what about the big hole? Interrupted Zoe. Oh, baby, that patch been lost for some time now. The family legend is that the secret ingredient to Big Mama's gumbo is in that patch. Ever since the patch gone missing, the family don't get together no more, said the saddened Grandma. Zoe confronted Grandma, then suddenly thunder and lightning struck, leaving complete darkness. I knew I smelt a storm, shouted Grandma. Children, use these flashlights and stay put. Winston wrapped himself in the family quilt, playing with his flashlight. Look at this, whispered Winston. Zoe read the magical words that were interwoven in the quilt. If you don't know where you come from, then suddenly the quilt lit up, leaving the children in awe. Magically, the storm stopped. The lights flickered on. Oh, thank goodness, praised Grandma. Children, go to the African market on 116th and Lenox and fetch me some okra, said Grandma. I'm fixing to make my gumbo by sundown. Zoe ran out of the door, followed by Winston, wrapped in Grandma's quilt. Zoe, Grandma's quilt has magical powers. I think it wants us to find that Brer Rabbit guy, proclaimed Winston. No way, replied Zoe. There's no such thing as magic. Sure there is. Just say the magic words, begged Winston. Giving in, Zoe repeated the magic words written on the quilt once, twice, and a third time. Then suddenly the quilt lit up, draping itself over Winston and Zoe, magically transporting them from Harlem to the Gullah Sea Islands in South Carolina. Just like that, the children were dropped in the middle of Penn Center, Gullah Market, in Belfort, South Carolina. Wow, we made it, beamed Zoe. Winston's eyes grew bigger at the sight of some tasty treats. Sure. Well, sure, I'm glad you favor my apples, said Ethel Lee, the famous Gullah sweetgrass basket maker. Hello, we're looking for a guy named Brer Rabbit, said Winston. Oh, look for his footprints, but be careful. He's harder to catch than a cold on a hot summer's day, said Miss Ethel Lee. Indeed, Winston and Zoe discovered odd footprints on the ground. They followed him to the edge of the river, where they found Brer Rabbit packing his quilt. Hi, Mr. Brer Rabbit. We're looking for a missing patch from our family's quilt. Could you help us find it? Asked Zoe. Brer Rabbit was amazed by the quilt's beauty. Sure, I can help if you can help me untie this here knot, snickered Brer Rabbit. The kids placed the quilt down and began to untie the knot. No sooner than they began, Brer Rabbit disappeared on the river with Grandma's quilt. Oh, that old trickster is good as gone, cried Zoe. He's gone to Sankofa land, land of the ancestors, whispered Sis Possum. Come, y'all, I'll take y'all there. So Zoe and Winston did just that. They rode far into the river as Sis Possum continued. The world of the ancestors is full of beauty, but danger lurks. You must return before sunset or Big Mama's quilt will be lost and you'll be stuck here forever. Repeat these words 3 times, said Sis Possum. If you don't know where you come from, then you don't know where you're going. Suddenly, a calm fog surrounded them. The fog soon cleared, revealing Sankofa land. Sankofa land was a captivating land of ancestral memories, full of colorful roads, kente rice fields, and rainbow-colored granite statues. Although beauty was everywhere, there was a sense of sadness, for it was a forgotten place. Look, I see Brother Rabbit's footprints, shouted Winston. They followed the footprints down on an enchanted road where they met Brer Wolf. Brer Wolf was terribly sad. I lost my shovel. It's been in my family for generations. How will I harvest my okra garden? Cried Brer Wolf. Brer Rabbit took our quilt, said Winston. Maybe he took your shovel. Come with us. So Brer Wolf did just that. They continued on the journey, which led them to Sis Croc down on the river bank. I lost my banjo. Them great crocs in my family used it for that rock and roll music. Now it's just no good, cried Sis Croc. We're looking for our stuff too. Maybe Brer Rabbit took your banjo, suggested Zoe. Suddenly, Sis Possum noticed Brer Rabbit with a huge bag in the distance. There he is, she shouted. The group chased Brer Rabbit to the top of Mount Nefertiti. We got you red-handed, said Zoe, but Brer Rabbit stood still. But it was just a decoy. Brer Rabbit had tricked them again. Oh no, the sun's almost set, cried Zoe. Big Mama's memories will be lost forever and we will never get home. Sometimes when you're lost, you gotta rely on the ancestors for guidance, comforted Sis Possum. Sis Possum led them to the tree of memories. Its roots dug deep into the gully earth, while its branches stretched high into the sky. Speak to it, encouraged Sis Possum. Hello, said a hesitant Zoe. There was nothing until I've been waiting for you to fulfill your duty, trumpeted a voice. It was Big Mama. Zoe, you must keep our family history alive. You have to look back in order to move forward. That's what Sankofa is all about, said Big Mama. And just like that, she was gone. Compelled by Big Mama's words, Brer Rabbit sobbed. I love family reunions. Wait, Brer Rabbit, you're wearing the missing patch, blurted Zoe. I sure am, noticed Brer Rabbit. I'm sorry I took everyone's stuff. I just wanted to have memories like y'all. Sometimes I feel forgotten, whimpered Brer Rabbit. You'll never be forgotten, soothed Zoe. You're a part of my family's quilt. Confident, Bruh Rabbit gladly returned everyone's items. As a token of appreciation for all that Zoe and Winston did, Bruh Wolf offered a bag of fresh okra. Sis Croc played a tune. Sis Possum performed a dance with some help from Bruh Rabbit. Zoe and Winston's new Gullah friends said goodbye as the magical quilt flew them back to New York City. Zoe and Winston made it just in time for Grandma's Gullah gumbo dinner with a side of delicious Callaloo. After dinner, Zoe and Grandma sewed the missing Sankofa patch onto the family quilt. The missing ingredient to the family gumbo was a dash of Sankofa. Then suddenly, the doorbell rang. What a sight to see! There were so many familiar family faces. Grandma's heart was full of joy. Something lay within that Callaloo.
Hey there, did you enjoy the story? I'm so glad you did. Now, I have a very special gift for all of you readers out there. Parents and kids, I want you to go to www.tinyurl.com/CFA-ED-resources. And there you can download our study guides and more resources to help you as you continue to read our Callaloo Kids books and more books that you love. And I want to give a huge shout out again to our partner, the Canady Foundation, for helping us produce this program and bringing it straight to you. So until next time, stay lit.